channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video, I have some really cool new products to test out and to show you guys. Actually, I've already tested them out on my face. I'm going to give you guys some mini reviews, some new launches. This is a Swiss Beauty primer. It is a vitamin C primer from Swiss Beauty. I have a 99 rupees concealer from Swiss Beauty as well. And not only that, I have some beautiful eyeshadow going on my lids. So we are going to be diving in and talking about all these new releases. So let's dive in. Also, if you are someone who's new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it here. I hope you like the vibe. I hope you like the content. Anyway, if you end up liking the content, you can hit the subscribe button. Along with that, the notification bell as well. So let's get started with the video now. So the first thing that we have here is the Swiss Beauty primer. Now just look at this primer. Can you tell that this is from Swiss Beauty? This I feel like is very luxe. I feel like, this sort of primer we have seen a lot in the international market, where the primer is infused with vitamin C and it is silky and smooth and hydrating as well, like everything mixed in one. So when I saw this released by Swiss Beauty, I was like super excited and I really wanted to grab that. So I got it and it retails for 399 rupees. Now let's first talk about the packaging. First of all, it comes with the pump, which is great, but my pump is a little bit defective, I think. Like it doesn't pump out product that well. I don't know why it does that, but it doesn't pump out product nicely. So I think I just got a defective one. I really don't know. Anyway, let's come into the texture of this. Also, I just want to say that there is a construction going on like right beside my house, like this house, just right beside this window. So if you can hear a bit of background noise, I apologize. I'm really sorry. I cannot control it. So anyway, let's come into the consistency of this primer. This primer consistency is really good. Like it's very silky, smooth, hydrating, but it also has a little bit of that smoothing texture to it, which is quite unique. So you guys know I slap on a lot of moisturizer every single day. So when I went in with this primer, and my face looks glowy all the time, so when I went in with this primer, it did mattify a little bit. It's not going to mattify that much because it is not a mattifying primer. It did hydrate a bit, not too much, just a bit. It gave me a very smooth, silky finish. Like that's the unique thing about this, is that it's extremely silky. When I have this on my hands, I feel like my hands just slips and slides. So the texture of this is extremely silky. So just keep that in mind. So if you really want something that is silky, hydrating, it's like a really good primer for all skin type. It does not matter, if you have a particular skin problem or not. I feel like it targets a lot of things at once. So that is something that I really like. Now about the vitamin C claim in here, that obviously is a skincare ingredient and it's not going to show up just right after applying this. So yeah, but I really do love the luxe packaging of this. This actually is a little bit, I wouldn't say expensive. Yeah, 399 is not expensive, but when you compare it with other Swiss Beauty products and prices, I feel like they are trying to have this a little bit on the luxe side, and I don't mind. Honestly, this looks beautiful. So now let's come into the 99 rupees concealer that I just got. So this concealer is actually a Supra concealer. It is an opaque coverage and it's professional makeup base. Now when I first looked at the concealer on the website, I thought it was going to be like an inside concealer, but when I saw the packaging, I was like, this looks like a tester. It does not look like a full-on, like a full-on kind of a makeup product. It just looks like a tester. So yeah, that's the vibe that it gives. Obviously it's 99, but so I cannot like complain a lot, but I don't like the packaging. I mean, they could have done something else. I don't know, but I don't like the packaging. Now first when I got this, I was like, okay, this is light for my skin tone, but maybe I can make this work. I thought of just going in with this concealer and that's it for today. But when I first applied it, I was like, oh no. This is way too light for my skin tone. Way too light. I have to go in with a foundation and maybe use this as a brightening concealer only. So that's what I did. After realizing that this is way too light for me, I went in with a tinted moisturizer, which I have been like constantly using. This is the LA Girl Pro Tinted Moisturizer. And after that, I went in with this just to conceal a little bit and just to highlight my under eyes, and I have to say it did do a great job at that. It did brighten my under eyes a bit, it did conceal a little bit, but obviously it's not the right shade of concealer for my skin tone, so I cannot 100% say how it is like with the whole concealing part, but the finish of this is beautiful. I love the finish of this. This is extremely good. It did not settle on my under eyes, it did look amazing, and it actually did brighten up the under eyes. So if I'm going in with a dark concealer and then using this on top, I feel like I'm going to get that perfect color, perfect shade for my under eyes as well. And I do have to get this in a darker shade next time, because I think the formula here is good. It's not too thick, by the way. If you're thinking that this is like way too thick, I feel like it's not. Obviously you have to use your fingers because it's a little bit stiff, so you have to just apply this with your fingers and it just melts in. Now as for someone who have dry skin, I did really like this concealer. It did not look patchy, because a lot of the times this sort of concealer, they tend to look patchy. It did not look patchy. It doesn't have like a full on coverage. I would say it's much more on the light to medium coverage, which is good, which is going to suit a lot of people preference as well, because a lot of people do not prefer full coverage. And the third thing I like about this is the finish. The finish of this concealer is very natural. It's not like completely a dewy concealer, it's not like completely a matte concealer. It is somewhere right in between. So for 99 rupees, amazing. I need to get another good shade that is going to match my under eyes. So the next thing that I have here is again from Swiss Beauty, but just look at the packaging. If I just show you this product, can you believe that this is actually from Swiss Beauty? Because I cannot believe it. The packaging looks extremely luxurious, I would say. Now this is the Swiss Beauty Ultra Fine Loose Finish Powder. Now you guys know I have dry skin. I have said that so many times, but I don't test out a lot of loose powders, because I feel like they don't look good on me most of the time. So that is why I never tested this out. I think this is a new product, but I don't know, I'm not quite sure. I think it is. So anyway, I got the shade 03, and the packaging of this is extremely convenient. Like, this is not something that you pull out and powder is going to spill all over. It does come with a beautiful puff, which is actually quite convenient and easy to use. This puff is good. This sort of puff actually makes your setting the powder really nice and fine, and it looks really good. Like, it gives a very nice smooth finish. I personally use this sort of puff to set my under eyes as well, so I really do like that they gave this one in here. And it comes in with this shifter, which actually is very easy to use, and then you get the powder. First of all, I do have to say the texture of this powder is very smooth. It's exactly like they claim it to be. It is smooth. Now I got the shade 03, and 03 matches my skin tone well. Like, it matches my skin tone perfectly. Now I did tell you guys that the concealer was a little light on me, right? So the concealer was looking a little bit too light on my skin tone, and then I went in with this powder, and the powder looked so good with the concealer. I have to tell you guys, this powder saved my under eyes looking like a ghost. So I have to tell you guys that the under eyes actually looks quite good. And you guys know I have I don't like every single powder that's been released, because I don't like powder that looks a little bit cakey, and throughout the day I want the powder to just look good and not drying on my under eyes. And when it comes to my under eyes, I am very picky, because I do not like to set my concealer, but during this hot humid days I have to. So I really want a powder that I feel like is going to work for my skin. Now the ideal powder for me has to be has to have that soft matte effect. It doesn't have it shouldn't be like too matte, it shouldn't be too drying. So I feel like it should be a little bit on the soft matte effect. It should be fine, and it should look like airbrushed, I would say, almost. And the third thing is it should be non-drying. That is the most important thing I look for in a powder, and this powder is exactly that. This is one I feel like after using Maybelline. I have used the Mars powder as well, which I like. It's not bad. I have used the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, and I've seen a lot of good reviews about it. I've seen people love it, but I think for me this one wins. This one, I really love it. I just applied it and was like, wow, this looks good on my skin. This does not feel drying, and it's been quite it's been quite some time that I have been wearing this makeup, and I don't feel the dryness at all. And actually, I'm in a air conditioned room as well, so that actually can make your makeup or skin more dry. But with this powder, I did notice that it's not drying. It looks good under our eyes, and it has a little bit of the tint to it, and it sets your makeup really nicely. And I'm in the shade again 03, and this powder retails for, let me look up the price of this. So this powder retails for 449 rupees, and I can totally tell you that this is 100% worth your money. This is honestly worth it, you guys. You guys should definitely test this out once. So now coming to my eyes, I have a product that I have tested already before. So this is the Pigment Play. This is the loose eyeshadow, and I love the previous one so much that I got a new shade. Actually, the previous one I had was this Angel Wings, which was a little bit on the blue side, and the next I got here is the shade Goddess Glow. Now Goddess Glow is a little bit more, I would say, has a little bit of the green tint. It's not exactly a green, but it has a little bit of that green tint effect. I don't know, I'll show you guys swatches of how both looks on the swatches. Like, it looks different. It does look same in the pan, as you can see, but when I was swatching it, you can see the difference by yourself. I do have to say that I did not use a very good brush today to apply this loose eyeshadow. These eyeshadows are super smooth and quite pigmented, so you just need a very tiny amount in order to apply this, and also a good brush. Now when I was using the brush, I did not use it really nicely, so what happened was I got a lot of glitter or this sparkles all over my cheeks. If you are a beginner, what you can do is you can apply this eyeshadow with your fingers. The fingers are the best way to apply this sort of eyeshadows, or a brush as well. But when you use your fingers, you have that control where you want to place it. I have long nails, so that's why it's a little bit hard for me to apply with my fingers, so I used a brush. So yeah, I have to say that other than the falling of the shimmers all over my face, I think these eyeshadows are really good. They are worth the money. They give you that amazing high shine. They look duochrome. When you shift your head, they look like green. In one light, they are going to look a little bit blue. On some light, they might look a very beige as well. So they have this amazing duochrome effect, and I really like it. I haven't seen a lot of Indian brands come up with this sort of eye pigments, so I'm really happy that Pigment Play came out with so many different shades. It's not just one shade, you guys. They have like really so many varieties to choose from, and I want to collect all of them, I honestly. So yeah, I also, if you're thinking that you might have this problem of the eyeshadow falling all over your cheeks, what you can do is just do your eye makeup before your base makeup, and then just you can go about it. But yeah, that would be the best, because then you can just wipe it off with the tissue and it's gone. So yeah, I really do love it. I just don't know how else to describe these eyeshadows except the fact that they are amazing. And if you love shimmer eyeshadows, that high pigment foiled shimmer eyeshadows, I think you might be interested in these. So the next product that I have here are these lipsticks from Plum. Now Plum released these new lipsticks, and they are the bullet sort of lipstick. They are matte and they are pigmented. So I decided to swatch 3 for you guys and talk about how great they are. So actually, when I saw the release, I wasn't this excited. So as I was saying, when I saw the release, I wasn't that excited, because I thought, okay, it's going to be like any other lipstick launch, just like a matte bullet lipstick. It's nothing new, but the formula is quite good, and it's quite unique, because it's not like like one swipe pigment and it's too matte and it's non-transfer proof. No, it does transfer a little bit, okay, but it has the most soft velvety finish to it that I just love. I really do like it a lot. If you like any shade of from the line, that I think you can go ahead and get it. Again, you might think that this is like a normal regular bullet lipstick. I feel like the formula is very lightweight, like it's extremely lightweight. I don't have a bullet lipstick that is this lightweight, and it's not like a one swipe pigment. I mean, it does look good with one swipe as well, but with two swipes you get the full opaqueness of the product. So yes, I do have to say the formula is quite good. Although I wasn't excited at first, I'm actually going to be using most of the shades. Now I have swatched a mauve shade, a red shade, and a brown shade as well, and I have to tell you guys, the formula is good. It's good. You guys can go ahead and check it out if you really want to, but I really did like the formula. And my favorite shade has to be the brown shade, obviously, the brown, upside down. Wow, great play on the names. So I really did like it. Now the last product from the entire haul is this Swiss Beauty. This is the nude lipstick. Now I have to tell you guys that when I saw this, I was like, this looks very similar. This looks like a Kylie Jenner lipstick. This looks like Kylie cosmetic lipstick. And I do have to say, the packaging of this looks really similar to the Kylie, and also it looks quite good. Now I have to talk about the formula. This is a bit thin, like a very thin liquid matte lipstick. I like the shade of this. This is a very nice peachy tone shade, but it doesn't translate to this dark. When you put this on the lips, it turns into a much more of a pale color. The formula is good. Again, it's not too matte. It is non-transfer proof, so it does not transfer at all. So you don't have to worry about this transferring whenever you're drinking coffee or having your food. So with the whole formulation, I like it. It's just like a normal regular lipstick, but more than the formulation, I like the packaging of this because it's very cute. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and also I like the shade of this because I need a very light peach tones as well in order to match with my brown lipstick. So that is why I like it. Now today I used the shade Upside Down, which is this upside down shade, along with this, and it created this beautiful, nice, warm toned peachy brown lipstick for me, which I personally love. So this two combination is very good, and that is why I like to have this sort of lipsticks also in my collection, although it's not like something that I would wear on its own, but I really like when I pair this with a brown nude lipstick. So yeah, overall, the best thing about this haul has to be the powder. I love the powder. The concealer was quite good, and this primer also was definitely good. I mean, I think I liked everything because I like the eyeshadow as well. I love these eyeshadows, and I love the plum lipstick. So I think I liked everything except the nude lipstick. I like it also, but I mean, the formula is very similar to other liquid lipsticks in the market, but the shade is beautiful. So anyway, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know which one was your favorite product from the haul, and if you have any other video requests, let me know about it in the comments down below as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.